Okay. That's not working. Let's try that. Now, working on the third video for the day. April 29th of 2025. Alright. That box is kind of buckling there. So, what I'm doing is I'm taking these boxes This is when Mamari used to get his drinks. He doesn't have them no more. He hasn't had them for months. I don't know. Still not putting on the weight. He's eating. His appetite is good. He's really enjoying food, but still not putting on the weight. I'm wondering if it's the medication that they got him on or something, or I don't know. But he's happy and he's healthy and he moves around and he's quick and he's active, so that's the way I just cope with that. Okay, so what I'm doing is I cut a flap so that as I find these kind of jars, which are like everywhere, then I just line them up. And get them out of the light, and just kind of. Now I had some of them scattered around, but she ended up putting some of this stuff in boxes that she took out stuff from, like that one down there with that no-name flake ham or whatever that was. She took all the meat, left me a little bit, and then put in those stupid things. So whatever. Oh boy, this is not working. Not doing a very good job with that. Oh, crooked and stuff. This is a very long, drawn-out process. Oh, yeah. Because of the jars, they're all mixed up, right? That's what it is. More than anything. And then, of course, I have to go through everything. And I'm taking stuff out. Alright. Took out a lot of clothes from drawers at this point. And those containers over there with miscellaneous whatever. To which I do think something's missing from that corner. In terms of a container that was on the chair. Right. I could be wrong. All I keep thinking about is 14 years in that yard. Well, last couple of years, not so much. I got out last summer for a bit, but obviously not as much as I should have. It gets hard when you can't see and just trying to finish up with other things in my life. Right. But yeah. My room is kind of like this because I live more in my yard. than I did inside the house. Everything just sat. Didn't move. I never got to wear anything. Never got to go out. Nothing. Just was a workhorse, basically, in the yard. And then I'd come in and try and play catch up on the inside to go right back outside. And life just got harder and harder. As my children were dying because of the bullshit that goes on in this province. Right? With illegal organ harvesting and all that crap. Cops covering up murder. As they do nothing about thieving. Right? But that's why thieves do it. Because they know they can get away with it. For the most part. For this kind of stuff, anyway. Well. Okay, so now that I've done that, I just need to find a spot for it. And then what I do, just to try and organize things, I just put these in there as I find them. Make sure they haven't popped. I've only found one that's popped, but there's a box over there that I can smell a sauce, so that kind of makes things suspicious. Right? So now I just have to put this somewhere so that as I find these things, wherever I may find them, I just put them in this. Yeah. I already have a little two of them, so I can just put them on top right there. That'll work. I'll just turn it around. That's how you organize things as you go. Okay. Now, I got a lot of these. So maybe I should get another box. Because I'm trying to remove things from the room, right? As I'm organizing. And I could use this box for something else, maybe. To sort out jars. There's an idea. Yeah. Like I said, it's one big puzzle. Right? Okay, so I guess I'll turn that off and maybe I'll go, I don't know. I'll go look for another box and I'll do the same thing. Oh, what I like to do is I'd like to see first how it fits in the box. It's got to fit fairly snug where it makes sense. Maybe. Stuff is making me sick. I'm working too hard and too long on it. Okay, so this jar situation is really stupid. Like, it's so stupid that it's exhausting. It really is. Right? And I keep losing my glasses. as if I can afford to lose my glasses, because only certain glasses work for certain things, and the things that I don't know. But yeah, no, this is like really stupid how mixed up this shit is. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Here, pork pieces, like this is fucking stupid. I like turkey and fermented freaking, what is that called? Pickles, and we've got chili, and oh my god, beef and roast beef, all different dates, like, except for the pork pieces. But this turkey here, I need to get a piece of paper, just right big. She made such a mess. Honestly, I think she stole some of these things. I have not seen the sockeye yet. Okay, yet. And it's getting dark now. The outside is getting dark. Plus, of course, I'm wearing glasses that don't necessarily work, because I lost my other glasses. Right? I'm straining my eyes with stupid glasses that don't work. Oh my lord, people, I don't know. Well, you just pace yourself through it. Now, mind you, I'm also going through other boxes, right? Ground turkey, June, and then we've got March of 2024. I just seen that. Where was it? Yeah, I just had it right here. Turkey, March of 2024. Yeah. Like, she mixed up all the fucking cases of jars. It's because she would, honestly, I just think she grabbed the jars and just kind of just did whatever so that she could get into the box or whatever she was trying to do. And then when she was done, she just started grabbing and just whatever. Like, she right? Just to put them back. She didn't care how she put them back, as long as they were put back. That's what I'm figuring. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. Because, and like, it won't be that hard, really, to, once I get them somewhat organized, just to look at the date and then go to my videos and on the year, right? Oh, this is so hard for me to see. Well, I found one jar that belongs over there with three. Now there's 3 jars. Turkey of something there. I can't remember. Already, I'm tired. And then I find myself going around and see, didn't I just say roast beef? So here's roast beef. Roast beef, there's roast beef, there's roast beef. Like, what the hell? The fermented, these don't belong in there. Like, this is so stupid. Beef. Beef, no salt, October. Don't we have a no salt over there? Right? Anyway. And yeah, I did short ribs. I remember I did more than 1 jar. Right? Oh, this is dumb. So dumb. Anyway. So, I climbed up on the bed. And on this side a little bit. Well, I didn't climb up, but I got up there. She was up there. There was a big gaping fucking hole up there. Like, actually quite large. Yeah. She took a fair amount of stuff. The first layer of something. It's gone. I don't know. And then, I don't know. I found some bolts of fabric over here that are shiny. So I'm wondering if she brought down the bolt of fabric from up there, put them down here, and then got busy with something else and forgot about them. Or maybe those ones came from over there when I cleared out over there a long time ago. As I've been moving out fabric for over a year now, here and there, right? Well, within the last year. Slowly but surely. And I'm wondering if I maybe had, well, I did have bolts of fabric over there, I'm pretty sure. So maybe I stuck them over here. But there was a gaping hole in there anyway. Maybe she grabbed the wrong one. I don't know. Because before it was tight, but not anymore. And then when I looked at it, I'll show you. Hopefully I can get it. Maybe we'll open it up and we'll see what's in it. I don't know. I'm just wondering if she pulled it up from up there and put it over here, thinking she'd remember to take it. It's like when she got the raisins. She found 1 size gallon jar raisins, 2 jars, in here somewhere. Put them over here because she wouldn't have been able to pick up the whole box, right? She would have to break up the box in terms of 4 jars in a box, right? And there is a little bit of a gaping hole down here too. So she'd take a jar out and a jar out. She put them here, but I guess she ran out of time or something, or maybe she had other things. She couldn't take it all. She left some behind. She left them there on the floor. I didn't have no raisins on my floor. Trust me. Like, this is stupid. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. I don't remember that over there. Wouldn't it be funny when she got it down and then forgot about it? That's what I'm thinking. I'm so serious, you don't even know. He who laughs first laughs last, right? He who laughs first laughs last. Let's see. Keep this. Maybe we'll put it right there. Yeah, okay. This is too funny. This shouldn't be down here, but like there used to be something similar underneath there. But that was like a long time ago. Oh yeah. She forgot it. She fucking forgot it, people. This is too funny. Well, we can scratch this off the list. Look. What do you think? Or maybe it's been sitting there for years. But there's still a gaping hole up there. That's the problem. Look at this. Did you forget it? That's too funny. I never expected to see that there. No. That's too funny. You don't even know. But maybe it's been sitting there all these years. Because I emptied out that underneath there a long time ago. But she was up there. And there's a whole bunch of gaping holes further to the back. There's nothing there. And then there's that one hole that I dropped down on, right? And then that shelf is empty right? And she's stuffing in there. This is funny. Well, I guess I can rest easy now. Maybe I might even sew something with this. Yeah, before I go completely blind. This is beautiful. Like, really beautiful. Oh, yeah. I used to sew with this kind of stuff all the time. I'd be snapping my needles. When you're running your machine hard with sequins trim, oh boy. You snap your needles, they go flying. Yeah. Wow, this is great. Did you forget it? Maybe you grabbed the wrong bag. Who knows? There was a gaping hole in there. She grabbed the wrong bag. She got the cotton. Because she's a dust muffin, right? What you gonna do with cotton? Go make yourself a mop? Okay, what else do we got? Oh yeah. What else we got in here? Oh wow. And then I remember this stuff. Yeah, no, this shit doesn't belong up here. I don't know. Down there. I haven't seen this shit in years. Like in years. You don't even know. And there's a... I don't know. Maybe it's been there. Because it looks like it's settled. You know? So maybe that was over there. She did take something from up there. Maybe she got the pleather. Huh? Yeah. And there's, like I said, further to the back, there's a whole bunch of shit missing. Yeah. Oh boy. That's it. Well, at least I have the black flat sequins. So I'm happy for that. Now I want to know where the pleather is. Should be up there. Technically, these should be laying like this, not like that. That's why I have them up there. I have a really nice outfit with this. How much did I pay a meter? Something here. Let's see. What does it say? Orange. LeMay at $20. 12 meters. February of 2007. I don't know. $20 a meter? I don't think so. 12 meters at 20 bucks? I don't think so. But from 2007, that's in really good shape. Yeah. Really good shape. She got that, I think, from up there. I haven't seen this since 2007. No. I haven't seen this for a very long time. No. Eventually we'll get up there. That's after everything's all caught up with, and you know. So that must be 12 meters just on that one bolt. And then I had more, right? And I should still have the outfit, but my outfits get stolen over the years, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say whether I still have the outfit or not. I'm really happy to have this back. You don't even know. I find it suspicious that it should be down here, though. Nothing fancy was down there. Nothing. I put all my fancy stuff up there. Funny. Oh yes, and I did find some Baker chocolate too. So we'll have to take. Doesn't seem like much, but maybe in those days I didn't buy as much as I just recently did to compensate for what I thought was gone. But that was in a something. That was in a something else that I guess she didn't think to look in. So we can scratch off at least the black flat sequins. Not the pleathers yet. Or whatever. And I guess we can scratch off some of the chocolate, but not all of it. And we still have to wonder why these raisins were over here when they should have been somewhere in a box somewhere else. Right? Not making excuses for her. Fuck no. Oh my lord. So there is a gaping hole in there though. Where that fabric is, I had it nice and tight. And when I came, you see me, I stick my hand and there was a gaping hole. So I don't know. And she pulled off things. So I don't know what to do about these jars. These jars are really screwing me over, like big time. But once I'm done looking for other things, it should be okay. So we got ground beef and pork, crackling, shepherd's pie, what do you call it? 5 jars there. And then we've got beef, April 16th, 1 jar. Beef, July of 2024, April 16th, 2024. Beef, no salt, October of 2023. Like this is stupid. Here's another one here. Beef, right? October 21st of 2023, which is right there. You know, like she fucked everything over, like big time, like is stupid. And then we've got the roast beef. And that's the pork. I just seen a whole bunch. You can hear me getting tired. Pork pieces. Okay, so let's, I guess, these poor jars, they've been through so much. And then we've got the roast beef. Put roast beef with roast beef. Right. And these aren't even the right jars, some of these jars. Like, she's got them in the wrong, like, they're not even the right boxes. Like, this isn't, what is this? Oh, here we go. Pork, ham, beef. I don't know what kind of box this is. Nothing in here says. Don't even know where it was. It's got something taped on it. Unless I just did that recently. I don't know. It's enough to drive you mad. Yeah. It's stupid. Talk about moving like an old woman. Pork meatballs. Huh. October 1st of 2020. Now, before I stopped going downstairs, every now and then I would, go down there and like bring up like maybe one jar of the potatoes or something. So something like that would be maybe kicking around, but okay, October 1st. Okay, October 1st. So we've got 3 roast beef so far. And like, again, these boxes, I have boxes that are missing. And then we've got, yeah, that's not, fuck, nothing's matching up here. So we'll do the pork pieces there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these ones are miscellaneous. Oh my God. Okay, I've been doing this pretty much all day. So, I don't want to get overwhelmed with it. And I'm already getting overwhelmed. Because this is stupid. Yeah, really stupid. So maybe I should go rest for a while. Maybe. I know it doesn't look like in progress, but I am. Because I'm having to double check everything. No point in bypassing a box. Right, so I'm having to move things, check, make sure, and then I'm rearranging. Okay, do you see? It says roast beef, October 2020. Look, roast beef, right? This was all mixed up. I'm trying to sort it out now. Okay? So we're going to take that. Where is it? I just seen it. Oh my God. I just lost it. Okay, it's right here. This is a different kind of jar. So I'm going to take that one and put that one over there. And I'll put this right there. Right? Right? Okay, so we got 4 of those now. Oh my Lord. This is dumb. Oh my Lord. Chicken with bone, probably on my desk. Or on my dresser. Oh, I'm telling you, I don't know. This is hard. This is so fucking hard. She's laughing about that, though, I bet, eh? You see, she would have had to, in order to, remember I showed you the box that was ripped? Because when you pull, to carry a case of this size jar is heavy. To carry a case of 1 liter size jar full, it's heavy. Oh yeah. So it makes sense. You would just move them fast, pile them up on top of each other. Just fuck with my jars. Right, you know. And then grab them and then just put them all back in the box, and then maybe that's how they got all mixed up. How else did they get mixed up? Because they're sure fucking mixed up. Very mixed up. Oh man, what's this? Pre-cooked bacon with the, I don't know. I don't know. I'm stressing out these jars so much you don't even know. This is so not good. So not fucking good. All different sizes. That's another thing that makes it hard, right? They're all different sizes. They're falling down. Oh, yeah. So ham hocks. It looks like it's a full case. No. Oh, why would I think it was a full case? No, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to finish this video. I have a headache. I got it yesterday. Oh joy. So I have $140 in my wallet. It is going to be the 1st of May tomorrow. Do you think that I could have that as my food budget for the month? Because I have to hunker down. Getting those monkeys off my back, you know, like, I'm glad I did it because they're gone, right? You know, if I really wanted to replace more, I could, but I'm already struggling with what I have. And there's always 6 months from now or a year from now. I'm not sweating it. I stocked up on salmon in cans, sockeye, just for that backup with Amari, because that's something I wanted in his diet weekly. You know, 1 can a week, right? I think that should be okay. There's not a lot of mercury. If I was feeding him tuna or something, I'd be concerned about it, right? But I think 1 can a week is good. And that's spread out, right? It's enough for about 3 meals, and he really likes it. And then, of course, if we do sushi or something, I have, right? Or if I want a, you know, salmon sandwich or whatever. And I've got lots of pink salmon and stuff. Okay. I kind of overwent with the baker's chocolate just because I wanted to get the monkey off my back. But I have absolutely no regrets about it, because for the amount that I did just recently buy, like we get to make, like, I have like chocolate molds and stuff, candy molds and stuff. So after everything calms down, it'll be fun to not be chintzy on chocolate, right? Experiment with the chocolate. I did find some baker chocolate. It doesn't seem to be a lot. It compared to maybe what I bought back in the day. I don't know. So I'm just going to say I found the baker's chocolate, and it wasn't as much as I thought it was, but I topped off. So I'm good for chocolate, and I don't need chocolate chips, so I'm good. I have powder milk, but I've got $140 in my wallet, so I'm going to make an effort to buy a jug of milk and then make powder milk and combine the two together to start using up the powder milk, assuming that it's not gone quote-unquote sour. It shouldn't have, because it's been, preserved, right? But with those kind of things, you never really know, right? They give you a best by date by like 12 months or something, and some of these things are past 12 months in my room, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. So as long as the powder milk, the whole powder milk, and even the, I think I got 2% downstairs in jars, and I've got whole percent downstairs in jars, and I've got some up in my room, whole milk, powder milk. So I'm going to start with those. So basically that $140 is just basically milk and eggs, butter, I suppose. Now I might still do one little shop because they have butter on sale, so maybe I'll stock up. And I'm trying to be real frugal about it in terms of keep my bill under $100, and that would be just for eggs, because I go through a lot of eggs, a lot of milk, and a lot of butter. The bread is kind of slowed down, but we need to start making bread, so I can just not buy bread. And if I do, it's just once in a blue moon for a treat, right? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so, and then just focus on my bills, really, and obviously paying off my landlord. I'm budgeting in $300 a month, and already it's putting me for a loop. But whatever. I write on the receipt for, but I don't explain what it's for because she hasn't given me a receipt yet. Because I don't want to say garbage removal, because not all of it was garbage. And whatever yard, stuff in terms of wood, that could have went to the recycling center in May. Or it could have been dealt with a long time ago in a more civil way versus what happened to me. And I'm paying $300 a month, but I don't even have a bill, so I'm just writing on my receipt $300 extra for, with nothing listed until she gives me a bill. I have a right to have a bill, don't you think? If it's $1,900, don't you think I should have a right to have a fucking bill? Right? And it wasn't, whatever she thinks it was, it wasn't like that for me. I'm $5,000 out of things. I don't even have wood to do shed repairs, or very little of anything do I have. But besides that point. And I really should just try and think about getting Andre to help me to start putting a few things online. Maybe once we get past that hump, and actually start putting things online to sell, and he's like managing it for me because of my eyes, and it's good for him to learn those things, then it will be easier for me to start putting more things online versus just giving them away, because at this point I've just basically been giving them away. If they haven't been robbed from me, I've been giving them away. So I got to reverse that around, even a little bit, right? So I'm going to focus on that. And I got $140 in my wallet. And I'm, if I need like, I'll send Andre to Lucky's or someplace like that to go buy a few vegetables. Or maybe I'll give my son $20 and he can pick me up a few vegetables when I need vegetables, because after what Rhea did, all the vegetables in my fridge just went out to the compost. Like, I've been so busy. Everything just got wasted. And even before then, you know, I get so busy and Andre pushes things to the back. And so I'm going to just buy the few vegetables that I need for about 4 days. Try and retrain myself. So there's no wastage there, you know. And I don't need meats. I have frozen meat. I have canned meat. I have home canned meat. So I'm good there. I don't need canned vegetables and all that crap, because I've got that. Right? I don't need sugars at this point anyway. And if I really want, I can go downstairs and get a big ass bag of white sugar. It should be down there. There should be a whole lot of white sugar downstairs. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can go all month just with $140 for groceries. No, I'm not going to do no more online ordering. Although I want to say goodbye to Canadian Superstore. Do my little shop. But I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I mean, I'm not buying anything bad. I do need eggs, I do need butter, and I do need milk, because I go through those things like water. And whipping cream. And whipping cream, yogurt. So much for $140 a month. Cottage cheese. I don't need cheese. But maybe for this month, maybe I can just, I don't know. So I'm going to end this video, and I'm just going to poke around in my room. I have to get up on that top bunk. She got up in there quite far back. And she pulled off some other things from up there, because there was a big gaping hole. And I was feeling around as much as I could possibly feel. And, who knows? I'll never know. Right? Because, you know, I just won't know. I just know that too much was gone up there for what it was worth. And I do believe that she pulled down that, because there's that hole, right, against the wall. I have to get up there. I have to look and see if my pleathers are up there. And a couple of other bolts of fabric. Right? I think she pulled them down. She put it down, and then she pulled more, and she put, because she had put 2 jars of size gallon jars by the door with the raisins in them. I don't know. She found that in a box with the 4-gallon jars in it. And she took them out. She put them by the door. I guess she was going to move them out, but she got busy with other things. Yeah. Just like she took you know, she went maybe to go get that bolt of black sequins, but then she caught the idea of the fur, and she rifled through the furs, and she found the cowhide that she wanted, right? And she opened up the bag, took out the cowhide, tied up the bag, and then threw the bag in there with just the 2 little ones in it, with it, you know, and this was a long-ass freaking bag, right? And maybe she was so excited to have that cowhide that she forgot the freaking black sequins. It's kind of funny, really. Because it wasn't there. I wouldn't have left that there, no way. That was up on top, against the wall. Nice and flat. And now it's sitting, and it's settling, and it's crumpling up on the bottom, and that's a flat sequin, so today, I gotta put it someplace where it's flat. And not bending the sequins. And that's how I know it wouldn't be there. I wouldn't do that. I'm not stupid. But there was other things in there, and she took it because it was a gaping hole. That thing in there was tight. Not after her, though. It's a fucking gaping hole. about that much. So she ran off with some bolts of fabric. Anyway, probably from there as well as up on top. Who knows? Who freaking knows? All I know is I'll be glad when this is over with. In terms of just bringing that equilibrium back. I don't think all my jars are in there. I don't. There's only 2 more spots. One for sure, maybe I can find that sockeye salmon. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll find it in a second spot that maybe I missed. But I'm down to 1 or 2 spots. And if I don't find the sockeye salmon, then that means she walked off with all of it. All of it. Yeah. And probably a few little jars of pink salmon. I'd have to go back into my videos. I had something like 24 jars. I had a lot. Between the pink salmon and the sockeye salmon, I'm pretty sure it was over 24 jars. And I got a few jars of pink salmon. Just a few, not that many. That's why she was mixing up all the boxes and shit. I mean, she's a fucking freak, man. Fucking freak. And then maybe in a week or so, I'll wander off to go get some Kentucky Fried Chicken, 2 pieces for free. Andre gets 2 pieces. And Mamari gets 2 pieces because then I can bring them home and grind them up for him for his meals. He likes Kentucky Fried Chicken. He does. Yeah. And I think they have a little food bank after the fact. So there you go. I might be able to stretch out that $140 for the month, because that would be great. Like, who can do that after being robbed of thousands and thousands of dollars worth of food and all that stupid shit, right? So I guess food prepping in this case does pay off. What do you think? In this day and age? So, but if you food prep, I don't know, make sure you have more than 1 stash. That's a given, okay? And I don't know, like, I can't tell you to not have people help you if you really need the help. I felt I really needed the help. I was trying to be so... I don't want to say positive, but copacetic. With the idea of letting my things go. And then having to ask an outside person to help me to get that going as I'm being robbed of my shit outside. It's like, I don't know. Get the monkeys off the back, right? Life is just a barrel of monkeys, and when they, start to get on your nerves, just, it does, it helps, right? Even if you're being a little naughty and you put yourself in just a little bit more debt. But I'm on a good path. I told myself in January I was going to try and turn things around and hunker down. I'm going into May, so I'm a little late in the game. But my attitude is good, I think, considering all things said. Yeah, like, I could get a pretty penny on that bolt of fabric. Like, you don't even know. Flat sequins? Oh my God. You're looking at a few $100s right there. Damn rights. I wish I could sew it, though. I'm trying to tell myself, well, Judy, just keep it for a while. Maybe in 8 months from now, after you liquidate a few things and, you're got a handle with whatever you're trying to do here, you still might be able to, might be able to see a little bit. Maybe you could make something, but then the next hurdle is, how do I sell it? I don't know. Put it online? Maybe. I have other costumes that need to go online. So maybe I could squeeze it in there. Like, I want to go back into that trunk and pull out some sequins trim, the thick ones. Right? I have little ones in my sewing room, but I don't have the thick ones. The thick ones are in my bedroom. I need to get in there and double check that trunk anyway. And I just want to grab a few of them. I don't know. use some, make something. So I might do that. I might pull them out and just tuck them away like a dirty secret so nobody can rob me. And then when I have time, maybe that will motivate me to clear out my sewing room and work with the flat black sequins fabric with some beautiful trim that's stretchy, and make a little outfit or two. And by then I should have my other costumes online. Hopefully Andrea will get them online for me, because ain't nobody else helping me to do it. And so that's kind of, that's a goal, right? That's a positive goal. Nothing wrong. I'm not committing no crimes. I'm not doing anything bad. But it just depends on who's going to sideswipe me next. Because it's a lot of sideswiping, right? And I can't, what can I do about it? All I can do is just ride through it and work through it. So I'm probably, well, I'd like to say at least halfway done through my room. I'm at the halfway mark. Got a long way to go, because I'm reorganizing. I'm still looking. It's a real struggle to sort out the jars. And, it's just, I want to make it easy to get to these things, much more easier than maybe what they were before, in terms of some things, right? And yeah, I want to use my Amaranth. So, okay, that's it. End of this video.